In this video, we're going to be at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival, the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. As always, please like this video and subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button so you can get more content like this. We'll be checking out some of the many displays that they have on site, and we'll be having a little fun while we're at it. So let's get to it. When you walk in, you got the Topiaries. This year it is Toy Story. You got Woody. You got Bo Peep and her sheep. There's even some barrel monkeys up there. Buzz Lightyear. This year's festival runs from March 4th until June 1st, and it has over 60 Disney-inspired topiaries and 31 themed gardens. Some of the new garden experiences include Pluto's pet-friendly garden, which is in World Nature, the Wildlife Crossing Garden near Communicore Hall, and then the Trendy Tropicals Garden, which is between Morocco and France, so that'd be in the World Showcase. Some quick facts about the flowers themselves. There are approximately 30 million blossoms throughout the run of this festival. That's a lot of flowers. There are more than 200,000 individual bedding plants, and then 60,000 extra plants are for the floral lake plants, so the floating beds. What's up, buddy? Whether there's a festival going on or not, there's typically a character meet and greet towards the front of the park. Sometimes it's Goofy, Daisy, even Minnie Mouse. Today we got Pluto out there. This is an area known as Dreamer's Point, and it's kind of a transitional space between the Epcot Ball and World Showcase. It's actually a really nice area to relax, have a seat, maybe get a drink in your hand. Of course, the Epcot Ball is right behind you, and then you have the statue of Walt. This one depicts him later on in his life, sitting on the bench while he looks over Epcot with a sense of fulfillment. It's really a nice tribute and a nice place to relax. You can sit with Walt, take a picture, talk to him if you want, ask him all the questions of the universe. It's your show, do what you want. I'm sure he would appreciate it. Figment has arrived at Flower and Garden. Honestly, it looks kind of weird, but it's Figment, so it can look weird. There's Bambi and friends. Do you recognize these guys? It's Phineas and Ferb, back for their second year, at least in recent history. So they actually stopped being at the Flower and Garden Festival back in 2017, but last year, 2025, they made their comeback. So this is the second year in a row they're there. A lot of it has to do with the revival of their show on Disney+, which I hear is popular, according to my daughter. I also hear there's 104 days of summer vacation and school comes along just to end it. Well, I'm glad they didn't end Phineas and Ferb's run at this festival. I may love it. So this is actually a cool little area with Encanto. Of course, you got Luisa. You have Mirabel holding a glowing butterfly. There's Antonio and his toucan Pico. And then you've got Isabella, your boyfriend's here. And that archway of flowers is actually made of all succulents. There's also the Celebration Encanto, which we'll talk about a little bit later on in this video. And you have La Haya Fresca, which is the unofficial food companion for the Encanto section. Alright, check this out. You got the Lion King scene here. Oh, and a monorail. Look at that. This one displays the proud moment of the Pride, where you got the Circle of Life scene. There's Rafiki with young Simba, Mufasa, and Sarabi. We are right out front the Rain or Shine fruit stand, which is pretty apropos for right now. So we have rain. And we have shine. They also have tables you can sit at and eat. Well, you can't eat the tables, but you can eat at the tables. Always watching Mike Wazowski. And Sully. What the? Who's this guy? Stitch.
Hey, this is Mater, like tomato without the tongue. I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park. Oh, look, there's McQueen. McQueen!
I am Groot. This video is just turning into me doing impressions, and I apologize. Florida Fresh is pretty popular right now at the Flower and Garden Festival. Saw a couple people with a flight of beer. Check out the menu right here. All these outdoor kitchens have specialty drinks and specialty plates as well. This live band in the background is part of the Celebration Encanto, which, as you can tell, it's a high-energy, interactive stage show. This is part of the Encanto experience that we mentioned earlier. This is a family-friendly fiesta with a lot of sing-alongs, a lot of dancing. You have a lot of audience participation where the performers call the kids to do some power poses like Isabella and Luisa. And you also get Mirabel and Bruno out there to dance with the crowd. Another great feature about this festival is the outdoor kitchens. So you're going to have 20 outdoor kitchens all throughout the park. And you get 75 new menu items. Those menu items include both food and new drinks. So while there's not an actual count of how many new dishes there are compared to how many new drinks there are 75 new items total. This area is really cool. It opened in June of 2024. It's called Communicore Hall. During the Flower and Garden Festival, they have a Sunlight to Starbright exhibit, which you can walk through Spike's garden and experience larger-than-life garden transitions from day to night. So you can see glowing fireflies and some moon-blooming flowers, meaning the flowers open as the moon hits them. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of educational displays as well, and you have Farmer's Feast, which is a farm-to-table restaurant right here in the hall. You also have outside is the Celebration Encanto, which we just saw, with the live music and the fiesta. The unofficial mascot of this year's International Flower and Garden Festival is Spike the Bee. And there's a big push to sell some of his merchandise. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and as always, thank you for watching.